Forsaken Soul here with another map seed reveal. I'm actually going to type it in rather than say it. It'll also be the name of the video, so that's what it is right there. Exactly typed as I just did it. Well, this is where I make my base. It's pretty much where my cursor is and my character. 1200 south, 500 east for the most part. You can see it's in a basin to the Thunder Bowl. Right here is a little bit different though. There's no ridge line here. Kind of tapers a little bit more gradually. It's a less aggressive of a incline. So that's where I'm making my base, which is just south of the hub city. But the reason I usually start where I'm making my base is because it's like the best spot on the map for how I play, I guess. There's a trader right here, a trader right here, and a water tower right there. Now the reason I'm pointing out the water tower will make sense in just a few moments when I really start going over the map. Like, if you don't know where water is on this map, you are gonna find yourself in a screwed position quite often. Same for being at the base. There's a Taza Axe spot right here, Indian burial site. Now from the base, there's another Indian burial site to the southeast, right here at the very edge of that. This one here is pretty easy to find. All you gotta do is follow the POI path and it's down there. Alright, so from the base, I'll go to the North Hub City, and I'll sit here for just a second. There's 10 traders on this map. There is 1 hub, 9 town, 5 crossroads, I think. Might be 4, maybe 5. I guess you could count them as I'm panning over. But from the North Hub City, I'll start at the north. And the first thing I'll do is I'll just pan over it without really going in too much detail. I'm making another base here. There's a water spot there, there's a water spot there. Now I'll go clockwise. Just kind of slow pan, so that way if you're trying to freeze the map, it's not too hard to at least get an image that you're looking for, so it's not panning super fast and hard to pause where you want it. Alright, so I don't have to come back over here and show this highlight. Those are both traders right there. I've never seen traders that close to each other before. This one shows up for the quest. It's like perfectly centered for the most part. It's 50 north, 35, 3600 east or whatever. So when you find that one, just go south a little bit. And there's another one. And it's pretty much right up against the edge of the map. And there's that Taza Axe I was pointing out. This is one of those elevation change biomes where the higher you get, the more it gets like that. You start off with desert, higher you get forest, higher you get snow. There's water right there. Like I said, pay attention to where I'm pointing out the water, or you're going to find yourself screwed. I mean, I'm sure there's houses in this town that have water, maybe. Nope, maybe not. Yeah, so if you go to this yep. If you go to this town looking for water, expecting to find a pool because it's in the desert, sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. This is mostly grassland here. I don't know if the resolution of the video can show you exactly kind of what color I'm seeing, but this is like the grassland. This is the forested green. Now, this chunk of wasteland right here, I mean, it starts like right here, cuts up. It's like half an egg. That right there, I mean, it barely touches this town. I mean, the trailer park's half in it. There's a straight line here. That is the most dangerous piece of wasteland on the map. Just because of where it is. I mean, home base is right there. There's a town right here that I constantly want to go to, but I usually go this way or whatever. Or just stick to the road. You can clear it out eventually, get rid of all the mines. But then, just south of that too, You got your main base, then the town below it. I'll show you another trader that does not pop up for the quest. You have to drive around to find these. You see broken road, drive around, because there might be a trader hidden in there that will not show up for the quest. I mean, you could be sitting literally right next to it. You could be standing right there and it won't show up. I mean, you're staring at it, you know, and it won't show up for you. So you have to look for those on your own. And then there's another one on this island right here. You come to this square town, come off of this road and you get to the water. Once you see a big island over there, there's actually a trader on it. And you can only find those by coming across them. You have to visually see them. Not sure why they put a water spot right next to the water, but there's more water there. This is one of the bigger chunks of water on the map. As you can see, the radiation zone is right there. So, I mean, it's only that big. Wasteland right there. That small little guy. That's wasteland. Trader just above that town. That's a booby trap. Booby trap. But broken road. Look in there for POIs. I mean, look how many I found. Look how dense that is. POI. So there's a little cemetery, stone house, forge house, one of those crap houses, one of the bigger crap houses, another forge house. I mean, they're everywhere. Come up here. Got snow, water, and then an island town. Now up in the very northwest, this is like the biggest chunk of wasteland. I mean, you have this chunk right here, and then you go a little more northwest, and then there's this chunk right here. So in between these two towns, the island town and the snow town, there's wasteland there. This is burnt, so there's a little chunk of burnt that you can get back and forth, but I mean, it ends in water, so this chunk is inaccessible or unusable unless you come up this road, and then you're stuck up there for the most part. I mean, you can go this way, but might as well go around this way and hit it. Like I said, I'm building another base right there. I'll go more into the inside of the map now that I've gone around the outside. This is all burnt. This whole dark area you're seeing over here, burnt. No wasteland. It's all burnt. At least I haven't found any. There might be a little bubble of it in there, but I'm pretty sure it's all burnt. Then pretty much getting back to where we were centered, there's that little chunk of wasteland that you have to be afraid of, right there. There you have it. Not really sure what else I should point out about this map other than the fact that there's hardly any water in the center of the map that you're going to run into and drown your mini bike on accident. Except for this chunk of wasteland just below where I build. You don't really have to fear any of the wasteland. As far as accidentally driving into it or coming up against it and having to work your way around it, this is it, right here. The most dangerous spot of wasteland in the entire map. Because the stuff that's up here in the northwest, it's all consolidated. I mean, it's two large chunks that you don't even have to go into if you don't want to. I mean, and if you do, there's roads that go through it. Like, screw this road. I mean, look how wonky that road is. You might as well just take this path from here, take it down, then go up. And then just screw that whole area. Same with this road. I mean, the line of the wasteland is right here. So, I mean, you might as well just come up off of the north and go straight up to this point and cut this road right out of it. You can do it once to uncover it on your map. Next time you go down, just drive this way. Follow the edge of the wasteland so you outline it so that you know that it's there, and then just never go in it if you don't want to. I mean, this is the crappiest spot of the map, and you got a town there, a town there, and then a crossroad. That's pretty much it. And then maybe this town, you know, as far as dangerous to hit or in the most annoying spot. Is that a cave? The most annoying spot of the map. It is a cave. We'll mark that. Whoa. Not what I meant to do. But this is all green, and when your airdrops fall, if you're in base, for the most part, will fall around here. All good biomes. It'll never land in water or the middle of wasteland. I'm getting squirrely with it. But from base, trader, water tower, Taza axe. And there's the hub city. Now what I'll do is I'll go to some of the major hit towns that I do and show you where the buildings are. So you can kind of see there's buildings there, buildings there. These are skate parks, or whatever they are. Those little parking lots with a small building. There's a bank. I think that's one of those theaters. I go in there and get the spotlights from it. Now I'll go straight south. Show you the southernmost town, right below my base. I'm going to make a grove of trees right here. I think there's like 3, 4, maybe 5 chem stations, or workbenches, I mean. Because I'm pretty sure even like this one has a workbench. Passing gas. Losing track of where I'm going. Now I'm going counterclockwise for some reason. Half burnt, half grassland. There's a bank in it. To me, banks are like the primo buildings. Like there's a Working Stiffs tools here. I think this is a Shotgun Messiah. But I always look for banks. Like when I'm searching maps and stuff. This is primo building. If there's one of those in the town's automatically good. I mean, the rest of the town could really suck. If there's a bank in it, it's automatically a good town. Alright, so never mind what I was saying earlier about that north building. This is the building I was talking about. There's a workbench right here, and there's a workbench in this building. So this crossroad has 2 workbenches. Pretty sure, anyways. This is definitely the building I thought it was. Like, I'm not sure what this building up here is, then. Up here in the north. I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember what that building is. Like, what is that? Like, no. I'm really brain farting. I don't know what that building is. It's got to be like one of those super complex places. Like the Super Shotgun Messiah or something. I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm going to have to go check it out at some point. Just to refresh my memory as to what in the world that building is. There's passing gas. Pretty sure there's a workbench there. But building on all 4 corners. Skate park. Like I said, keep an eye on where the water is. There's a spot there. There's some there. But in the center of the map, as you can see, there's not much. For some reason my cursor on my game's not working. There it goes. Game seized up for a second. But there's a little spot of water there. There's a trader there. But I don't know how much more I can really get as far as showing you the map. I mean, panning it around just so you can kind of see it, see where water and wasteland is. All the water and wasteland's way up here in the northwest. It's the most dangerous area of the map. You got wasteland here. As you can see, the water. I do think there's more islands and stuff in here, but I don't really care. And then there's wasteland here. But it's not dangerous because you can avoid it all. There's nothing in it that you would really care about. It's not like there's a town or a crossroad in here that you gotta constantly go up there to loot it. Just avoid it. Drive this way. Take the south. Then you can get there through this road, which takes you through the wasteland, but then you're at the town, and then you can drive this way. Like I said, I'm making another main base here, because I like to have 2 to 3 main bases on a map, in case something happens to the first one. So, I mean, you just drive through the snow to get to it. and totally cut out the wasteland. Never even need to go in it. Unless, of course, you're up there when the airdrop happens and you're the type to give a crap about chasing an airdrop into wasteland. Or you read a treasure map and it happens to be in the wasteland, which I'll go for that eventually. I'll probably trail the water until I can't no more, and then just take the shortest path to it. But yeah, I really like this map because of this. The fact that there's 2 traders, and then just yesterday in real life I found this, which was absolutely ridiculous to me. I couldn't even believe it. I was just checking this area for random POIs and started getting close to this trader, and then at that point I had no hope of finding another trader in the area. But holy crap, look how close those are. Never seen that before. Like, I've seen some weird stuff in these maps, like whole island towns with no roads coming off of them, stuck in the middle of the water. But I don't know, that's pretty intense. Almost seemed like there was another POI right there I missed, but no siree. But there's another Taz axe there. But yeah, as far as people that are kind of new to the game and wondering how you look for good random maps, remember, if you see broken roads, there's gonna be unmarked POIs in them. Like, it's almost like a whole town in the middle of those 2 roads, but it's not actually a town. There's no roads and stuff. It's like where I actually live. I'll show you this little chunk of area I'm talking about, because I had all these white marks, and show you that this is a 4-panel on the ground base, well house, 4-panel on the ground base. Campsite right there. Unmarked and non-quest activated trader. Won't show up for the quest trader. Little chunk of wasteland. But yeah, it's pretty much just going to get redundant at this point in the video. So I think I will say that there's the map. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, then, you know, type in your own, I guess. There are going to be some more maps on this channel, and I'll probably find more. I mean, I've got 3 so far that should be on this channel at this point of posting this video. There's This Damn Map Sucks. There's this one that will be the name of the video, and at the very beginning of the video I typed it in. And No Comprehension, with a space in between the 2 words. And I almost always capitalize the first letter of each word, but in this one the word on is not capitalized. But yeah, those are some pretty decent maps. I usually look for a lot of traders that are close to where I'm trying to build, and lots of good biomes. I try to end up with as little bit of water on the map as possible, because I hate wasteland, but I think I'd rather have a bit of wasteland than a bunch of water. And the main reason for that is I can loot wasteland. I can go in there, get sand, stone. I mean, I could do stuff with it, whether it be break the entire biome down so that there's nothing left except for pure sand. But what are you going to do with water? Swim in it? Drink in it? Get aggravated that your airdrop fell in it? I mean, it's really all I can see to do with it is drink it and be angry that it's there. Wasteland, you can at least do something with it. I mean, you can go in and break it down, but there it is. Go back to the hub city and back to my base. And if you were just interested in the map, there's the video for the map. Now I'm going to show you why I picked this spot for my base and what I'm doing with it. Like I said, this is my base here. It's very centralized to everything that's awesome. There's a Taza axe. There's a trader. There's a trader. There's a little farmhouse right here. Zoom in on the farmhouse, so because there's 2 different styles. So I'll show you this, so if you know what styles are what on the map. And then there's a cave right next to it. This is one of those army bases with the mines, so be careful of that. I always mark them with a cave symbol so I don't accidentally drive into them. I know to keep my distance by looking at my compass. Like right over northeast there, you can see it on my compass. I know to avoid that spot, or at least look at my map and see what's going on. Oh, it's a cave. So if I started getting close to that spot up there, I'd open up my map and I'd be like, ooh, it's one of those army bases. I better steer clear. What else was I doing? Oh yeah. But there's my base, the 2 traders, the Taza axe, and then there's a little water tower right there. I even have it marked so I don't forget that it's there. So you take the road, then it's a POI. But then there's this town just south of it. Then you go to the west, there's this one, and then this one. Other than the hub city that's just north of it. And then we'll go this way, and then from the base, you got like 1 o'clock. Then you got that crossroad there. Then you come down this way, there's that town. Cursor froze up again. Here's an army base with mines, like a cave symbol on it. Then you come down this way and you're back to the south town. And that's the only spot of wasteland you got to worry about in the middle is the south town. But any other spot that you're trying to get to, you're driving through good biomes. You don't have to worry about water or wasteland going in any direction from your main base, except for straight south where this little chunk of wasteland is. It's the most dangerous spot for your super base. There's another farmhouse right here. I think it's the other style. Nope, same style. But yeah, that's why I build my main base right there, is it's just centrally located into all the awesome. But then very far north I'm building another one that's kind of centralized to all the other stuff that's up here. But the stuff that's up here is not as amazing as the stuff that's in the southern part of the map. But it's nice to have a base up there. So if you're up here looting, you know, caca hits the fan. But I can turn this place into my own building, because like there's no building here. Like I built all this. Like that's why there's a gray square there, because I built that. And I'm gonna name it Nowhere. So when you get there, there's gonna be a sign that says Nowhere, because all these roads lead to nowhere. But you can see that there should have been a town there. You know, you got a town over here. The way these roads come together, there should have been a town here. And if it seems like that when you're looking for maps, look for POIs. I mean, look how littered that is with POIs. One there, 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 one there. Oh, I'm out of breath. But there's more. I'm out of breath, but they're not out of POIs. There's still more over here. Go back down to the hub city, so I'm centralized on the map again. And there's my base. And that's why I build my base there and why I'm making another one somewhere else. And then I'll show you what you can do with this crossroad and why I'm taking the crossroad over and how epic it can be. So I'll go back outside here. Sorry about the cough. It's not smart to grow a bunch of trees in your base, but I'm only doing it as a one-time thing because I wanted them here so I could hurry up, break them down, and then do what I wanted to here. We got a Poppin' Pills, Ostrich Hotel, and the 4-panel on the ground base and an empty lot. Eventually I'll build my own like tower building that's nice and tall, so you can kind of look around, climb up there for scenic view, just for something crazy to do. But this is the first building I take over, which is the 4-panel on the ground. It has the fenced-in backyard with a street light. This is what I call the 4-panel on the ground bases, because it's got 4 panels on the ground. I think my PlayStation's getting warm already. Either that or it's getting close to 4 o'clock. Banks start closing, internet starts getting choppy. Alright. Then I go under my base. And if you play this game, you know what these bases are supposed to look like. I mean, you'll have the bathroom in here, toilet, corpse. Then you come into this area and it's the cabinets. And then there's a corpse right there. Then this is the kitchen, where you have like refrigerator and stove and stuff. And then in here is like the bunker room, or bunk room I mean, with the beds, then there's the corpse and all the lockers, and then this safe. I left the safe in place, but it's my crafting room. It's not exactly finished, I just quickly threw it together so that there was a crafting room in place. I'm in the process of making concrete, I think. Yeah. So I'll take all that. Might as well do this real quick just to get it going so I don't forget. Get that burning. Just so stone's cooking in there. Alright. But then I have my main storage room back here where, you know, the cabinets were. And it's just so that it's a room all by itself that I don't stand in. So the zombies never really get too interested with that room. You know, I don't spend a lot of time in here. I hurry up, get in here, drop off stuff, and then get out. And keep the door shut. Since water's so rare, I created 2 baths for myself. I just haven't brought faucets down to make them look nice and fancy and cool and all, but splash, get wet. Yay. But I got 2 little tubs for getting water. This is where I cook my food for now. But now I'm about to show you what gets crazy about this. I mean, this is just your normal 4-panel on the ground base, customized. Nothing special about it. But what's special about this whole base, because the Poppin' Pills is part of my base, and so is the Ostrich Hotel, is in the bathroom of the 4-panel on the ground base. You have the toilet there, the corpse there. I open this door. So right in this spot, right in the very corner, if you open it and you center it up, right, and then you dig, go right across. I'll get about halfway and I'll show you where I'm at. I'm right under the road, like I'm running from that corner, which would be right there of the 4-panel on the ground base. I'm running across the road. The road is right above me. Right now, I am underneath the Ostrich Hotel. So I come up here. First ladder puts me in the basement of the Ostrich Hotel. I've built completely around this to make it private and isolated. Harder for zombies to get in right away. Just so these ladders and stuff aren't getting destroyed needlessly. But that's the one I just came up. Oh, come on. So that's the tunnel. So as soon as you get up here, then you can drop over and go to the back wall. Now I'm on the first floor of the Ostrich Hotel. Oh, there we go. And this is where the front stairs are. The open sign. So now I'm on the Ostrich Hotel. So I can go back out here. And that's how I get over there. And eventually I might even dig over to this one from the hotel. And then dig from this one over to this one. And then to that. So I have an underground labyrinth that runs to all 4. And that's why I took over the crossroad and what I'm doing here. This whole crossroad is going to be like super base. But that is this map. And why I selected this. Oh, an airdrop. You guys are going to get to see where it drops. And there it is. So the last moments of the video are seeing how close the airdrops drop to this base. I mean, you could let them build up. I got 3 I got to go get right now, so I guess after I end this video, I might even go grab that airdrop, this airdrop, and this airdrop. So I got 3 airdrops to grab. Past 3 days worth of airdrops. But that is, oh, you can see it falling there. Ta-da! Ta-da! And it's daytime now, too. And it's not raining, so I can actually show you the ridgeline.